Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Pragmatic Tricks. So today we are going to see how to paginate that gallery in our canvas app. Let's say if we are having a number of list items in our gallery, we need to uh, add some paginations in our gallery. So that's what we are going to see in our live session. Okay, so now this is our environment which we are using for our testing. So now I am going to create a new canvas app. Before that, I will show you the data source which I am going to use for our canvas app. So this is the SharePoint site. So this is the list which we are having in our SharePoint site. So these are the records which we are going to use in our share canvas app. Okay, let's move to our Power Apps environment. So now I am creating a new canvas app. So I am naming it as Gallery Pagination. For this tutorial, I'm going to use phone layout. Just I'm creating that. Yeah, this is the home screen. So just I'm adding a new screen with the list format. We can remove this screen one. I have added this form layout to fill all the details as predefined. So as that screen one is not required, I am removing that. Now this is the screen 2. Here we are going to show the fruits list, right? Fruits list. So here we are not going to work anything for this icon, just we are going to work on that pagination part. So this is our canvas app list items. So I'm going to change the data source of this item. So data source. Here by default they are pulling the data from the sample text. We are going to change the data source now. It's the data source. So here the SharePoint connector we need to connect as our data source is from the SharePoint. So this is the SharePoint site. This is the account which we are going to use for the SharePoint connection. This will show our sites in our environment. So this is the site. This is the communication site, right? So I'm using that communication site, and this will show all the list available in that SharePoint site. So this is our site list. So I am using that. Now if I click connect, it will create the connection for the data source, and then it will pull that record. See, now all the items has come here. Okay, now in our scenario we are not going to go for details, so this arrow is not required, and this amount should come here to make it this. Now our application will looks like this. Can move wherever we need. Okay, now this is done. Okay, as of now we need to scroll, and then we need to see each and every record in that single page itself. If we want to apply that navigation, we need to apply more logics into that. First we need to decide how many records should be shown in that first page. Okay, for that I'm going to add a drop down. Okay, first I will add a label. Renaming it as show. Then here I will add the drop down. Put drop down. using this drop down only, we are going to show number of records in the particular page. So here by default it is bringing that item of drop down sample. We are going to put some custom value. Let's say 3, 5, 10, 15. We can give whatever required for us. Okay, now if that number is 3, it should show only 3 records in the page, right? So this is done. Now we are going to put pagination navigations. Okay, for that I will add a label. Before that we need to assign some variable for the future purpose. So I'm going to add some variable Onvisible. Whenever it's required, we will add that. Before that, label. So here only we are going to show the current page number and the total page numbers, right? Okay, fine. So here we are going to show where page number of here where total page number. Okay, here ampersand, it should be concatenated. Okay, now this variable is concatenated with, this is the current page number, then this is the total page numbers in our canvas app for this particular gallery. Now we are going to, now we are using this page where page number and the where total page number, but we need to assign some value, right? So on screen visible, we are updating that context. Update context of this one. Okay, now where total page number, we will make it as a variable afterwards. Right now what we will do, we will count the page number based on the value which we are given. Count rows of that gallery, right? This is a fruit gallery. Divide by the drop down selected value should be, if we divide the total number of items in the gallery with that number of items in the first page, we will be able to get the number of pages, right? So that's what I am going to apply here. We are having the drop down value 1 dot selected dot value, so it will give 3 now. Okay, because that I am setting this variable as the initial stage, that's why that one is not coming now. Now it's blank, that's why. Now this is giving the floating character, so we need to make it round to 0 decimal. Now it has come as 5. Actually we are having 14 records. If we split that page with 3, then we will get 5 pages. Okay, after navigating, I am able to see that page 1 now 5. I have aligned these two. Okay, now we need to add some navigation button to move from one page to another page. For that I am going to add arrow icons. Here we are having next icon. I'm going to use that next icon here. I'm resizing it to 25. The next icon has come here. Transition. Okay. Excuse me for this alignment. Okay. Now we need to add icon for previous page navigation. Now this is done. So what will happen if we click on this right arrow, that page number should change. If we click on left arrow, that page number should get decreased, right? So that we need to unselect, we need to change the page number. Set where page number plus 1. It will update the page. So if we click on this left arrow, it will decrease that page number, right? Set where page number -1. Okay, now we will check that. So if I because I have put, I guess, put update context on visible. I need to use set, I guess. We'll see. Set page number, come on, 1. Yes, now it has come. It is increasing to many numbers. So if I reduce that, it is reducing and it is going beyond that limit. So it should change from 1 to 5 only, right? So that we need to disable this icon once it is reaching that last stage, right? So that's what we are going to do now. Okay. Now on clicking that, we need to change that display mode. Okay. Display mode, it should be editable only when the record is less than that page number, total page numbers, right? So if where page number less than, we need to use that CountRow formula. So this is the CountRow formula which we are having. Oh, sorry. CountRow formula, that's what we are going to apply here. If it is less than round value, then we need to put this RL. If it is less than the total page, then we need to show this icon, right? So it will be edit mode, display mode dot edit, or else it will be in disabled mode. The same thing we need to apply for less than. So if that page number, current page number is 1, we need to disable that, right? So here this condition is not required at all. Just we can put if that page number is equal to 1, then we need to disable that, or else we need to enable that, right? So edit. Yeah, now it is done. Now I am changing that. So let me now see. Now we are in the current page. If we are in the 5th page, that icon is disabled, so we will not be able to navigate to the further pages. So if I want to move to the previous page, I can click here. Oh, no, it is not coming. On select, oh sorry, on select I have made this by mistake. I need to apply to the display rule, right? Display mode. Where is display mode? It will be the top. I have put that. But on select, we need to reduce the number. Yeah, it is moving till that first page, and then this icon is getting disabled. So we can move from to and fro between these pages. Now the navigation between that pages are done. Now we need to modify that gallery based on that page selection. As of now, it is showing all the records in the single page itself, right? So we need to show, if that number 3 is selected here, we need to show only 3 records, so that we need to modify that items category. Okay, so here as of now it is showing everything. We need to show it based on that page number, right? So for that, first we need to apply some logic here. Okay, these are the items available in our gallery, and then these are the sequence number which I have put manually. So if that page number sorry, items, item count. So if 3 is selected, so first 3 records will come in one page, right? So this will be in first page, this 3 will be in first page, this 3 will be in second page. Here we doesn't have any logic to pull the record based on that number, as we doesn't have this number sequence number in our list. So that we need to filter these 3 records based on the function in our canvas app. So we are having 2 functions. One is FirstN and then LastN. We are going to make use of these 2 functions to pull these records. Let's say if the user is selecting the 3 as a number, then we need to pull first 3 records. Okay, if the user is selecting if the user is selecting 5, we need to pull first five record. Then there will be a challenge to show the record in that second page, right? So for that only we are applying this logic. First we need to select first n of these numbers, and then we need to pull last n. So I will explain you in detail. So let's say we are in the first page, right? So if we are in the first page, then we will be able to select first three records. Let's say if we are in the second page, we will not be able to directly pull these three records, right? For that, what we are going to do, first we will multiply this number of items with the current page number. Let's say now, as I said, we are in the second page. So we are in the current page is 2. Now what we will do, first we will take first 6 records. So till this record only will come in that second page, right? We will get first 6 record based on this calculation. So we will multiply this with 2 into that page number. We will get 6. So we will first get 6 records. Then using this first n function, then we will select last 3 records based on this item count. Then we will be able to select that items for the second page. This is what we are going to apply in our logic. As I said, first we need to pull all the first n records, right? So this is what we are going to do now. So the fruit is the gallery item. First n of fruit. Here we need to give number of values we need to select, right? So here only we are going to do current page into that item which we have selected here in the drop down. So here where page number into that drop down value 1 dot selected property dot value. It will bring first 3 record now. Current page number is 4 in this page. That's why it is pulling all the 20 records. Okay. Now we need to filter last 3. Then we need to apply last n of. Here we need to select the drop down value. Now the flow will show the last 3 records. Let me run. See, if we go to the third page, it is giving the. See, now we are in the second page. It is giving blueberry, chiku, custard apple. For the second page, it will give blueberry, chiku, custard apple. For third page, grape, jackfruit, kiwi should come. Grape, jackfruit, kiwi should come. Right. Okay. Now I'm going to change that count number from 3 to 5. Now it is showing 3 of 3. Let's say if I am selecting 3, now we are in the fourth page. Let's say if I am selecting 5, this is an issue, right? So there is a loophole in that, so we need to change that. For that, what I am going to do, if I change this thing, then we will make that it will reset the page number to 1, so that we will navigate from the first page. For the drop down on change, we will set where page number 1. Okay. If we set 3, it is showing that page number 3. Now that issue which we have told is resolved now. So whenever we are changing that number of items to show, that pages are navigating to that first page. The list is navigating to that first page. Okay. One more thing we need to see here. So let's say as we discussed earlier, we are having 14 records in our list. So if I select 10, it should be a two page. First page will be having 10 records, and the next page will be having 4 records. But here when I select 10, it is showing only one page. So there is an issue in calculating the total number of pages, right? So we need to see what's happening behind that. Let's say what we are doing here. So we are getting that count of fruits gallery. So let's say it will give the 14 is the count here. Then we are dividing it with that value in the drop down. So we are dividing with 10. So if I divide that 14 with 10, we will get 1.4, right? When we are rounding it to 0 decimal, it will give 1, because this 1.4 will be rounded to 1 only. So we need to put some logic to find that proper page number, total page number. So we will see here. So on visible, we are just setting that number of pages to 1, right? So here itself we are going to calculate the total number of pages. So for that, what I am going to do, first I am going to compute total number of first I am going to calculate the total number of pages with 2 decimal. Then I will compare with that 0 decimals, no 0 decimal value. Then if that 2 decimal is greater than that 0 decimal value, then we can add that add 1 to that 0 decimal value, so that we will get exact pages. That is what we are going to do now. Okay, so here if count rows of fruit divide by drop down 1 selected value, first we are going to round with 2 decimal with this value. We will get 1.40 in our current scenario. Okay, we are going to compare with that 0 decimal value. If this value is greater than 0 decimal value, then we will add 1 to that 0 decimal value plus 1. So but just we are going to right now we are adding 1 to that rounded value. We need to assign this value to the particular variable. Let's say var total page numbers. We are setting this value. If it is that rounded value is equal to or less than, then there is no need to add 1. Just we are going to set the exact value with 0 decimal. Okay, so this is what we are going to do now. So we have added. Now the total number of pages is calculated. Now we are going to use wherever we are using that page number. Total number of page numbers. On select, page number is changed. On select, here also we are using that, right? So I have modified that. Now everything is done. Now we are in the page 3. What's happening? Only 2 pages are coming. Okay. On change also we need to set that, right. On change also we need to set the page number, because on we have set that calculation logic for that total page number, but on changing this page also that page number will get changed, right. So we need to apply that logic here also. So just I am copying the entire formula and then pasting into that on change event. Now if we run, now for 3, 5 pages will be there. If we select 5, 3 pages will be there. For 10, 2 pages. For 15, only 1 page. Okay, for 15, all the records are shown here itself. So for 3 records, is showing here, 3 records is showing here, 3 records. In that last page, actually, here in that last page, we should see only 2 records. So we will see what we are seeing. But here 3 records are coming, including this value. We will see why it is coming like this. See here what we are doing. So first we are taking that first n number of records based on this calculation. Then we are taking the last 3 records. Right now we are in the 5th page. Let's say if we are in the 5th page, it will, right now we are in the page 5. So it will take first 15 records. So right now we are having only 14 records. It will try to take that 15 records. So all the records will be available in our runtime variable. Now we are taking the last 3 value. So it will bring that pomegranate, this value also in that 5th page. This is another issue. So we need to rectify that. So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to apply condition based on the last page. So if we need to check the icon name. So this icon is icon1. If icon1 Icon1.DisplayMode equal to disabled. If that is disabled, it will refer that the page is in that the gallery is in last page. So we are going to apply for the last page separately. This is for the normal pages other than the last page. Okay, for first page, for the last page we need to apply some other logic. So what we need to do, first we need to get all the n records. Then we will get that previous record count. So let's say now we are in the 5th page. If we are in the 4th page, what will be the number? That 4 into 3, right? So we will take that count. We will take 12. We will get that 12. So we will subtract 12 with the total page count. Now total gallery count is 14. Now we will get that we will take the difference. Then the difference will be 2. So that we will take last 2 records from this list. So first we will take first n record. We have taken the first n record. Then we need to apply logic to last 2 records. So for last we need to give number of characters, right? Here only we are going to calculate how many now how many records we are going to filter. Here what we will do, count rows of sorry, count rows of total fruit minus drop down selected value into where page number minus 1. Now that last record is showing the, let's say if I select 3, that the page, first page is having these 3 records, second page, third page, fourth, then fifth. Let's say if I select 10 as a 10 as a number of rows, so it is having 2 pages. So these first 10 records will be available in that first page, and then next page these 4 records will come. If we select 10, the first 10 records will be available in the first page, then this row orange, pomegranate, strawberry and watermelon will come in the last page. So if we select 15, all the records will be shown in the same page itself. Thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe our video channel to get more information about the Power Apps. Thank you. Bye bye.